Whoa. Okay. Get ready. Look out for the underdog. Better get this work now. Go get it. Not going back to the regular. No way. I am not the prey, I'm the predator. Okay. Making my moves for the jugular. Better keep the same kind of energy. Better do it. I don't speak a word to the enemy. Better keep your eyes on the underdog. Don't lose track of the underdog. You need to get a hold of your man. Oh man. Don't forget we're sticking to the plan. We got it mapped down on the diagram. Nothing happens overnight, we got the upper hand. Okay. I travel with silent maneuvers. Man, the way I do is gonna blow up your medulla. Traveling the galaxies, I know I'm going lunar. Bet you wish you saw it sooner. What you mean? In the ring, I call the shots. You don't really know what it costs. I don't really use a lot of words. I just let the hands do the talking. Better get this work now. Not going back to the regular. No way. I am not the prey, I'm the predator. Okay. Making my moves for the jugular. Better keep the same kind of energy. Better do it. I don't speak a word to the enemy. Better keep your eyes on the underdog. Don't lose track of the underdog. I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Really? 20 steps ahead of you, I studied every hit. Yep. Student of this game, I am on a scholarship. Watching how I'm working, it's all up in the wrist. Hey, so many people got a thing to say. Got anything to give, they just take away. When I say that bull, I just say ole. Nothing else to prove, I'm place your race. Yeah, I know that my game is the Chico. If you got the sauce, then I know that I'm the Pico. Humble kind of ego and a flow so flico. Careful how you talk around me, I'm not your amigo. In the ring, I call the shots. You don't really know what it costs. I don't really use a lot of words. I just let the hands do the talking. Better get this work now. Go and get it. Not going back to the regular. No way. I am not the prey, I'm the predator. Okay. Making my moves for the jugular. Better keep the same kind of energy. Better do it. I don't speak a word to the enemy. Better keep your eyes on the underdog. Don't lose track of the underdog. Whoa. Okay. Get ready. Look out for the underdog. Better get this work now. Go get it. Not going back to the regular. No way. I am not the prey, I'm the predator. Okay. Making my moves for the jugular. Better keep the same kind of energy. Better do it. I don't speak a word to the enemy. Better keep your eyes on the underdog. Don't lose track of the underdog. You need to get a hold of your man. Oh man. Don't forget we're sticking to the plan. We got it mapped down on the diagram. Nothing happens overnight, we got the upper hand. Okay. I travel with silent maneuvers. Man, the way I do is gonna blow up your medulla. Traveling the galaxies, I know I'm going lunar. Bet you wish you saw it sooner. What you mean? In the ring, I call the shots. You don't really know what it costs. I don't really use a lot of words. I just let the hands do the talking. Better get this work now. Not going back to the regular. No way. I am not the prey, I'm the predator. Okay. Making my moves for the jugular. Better keep the same kind of energy. Better do it. I don't speak a word to the enemy.
And we are live. Welcome to the Delabs Game Night number 95. Welcome, everyone. I am your host here, Will, your community manager here, joined by my fellow community manager and co-host, the Shaolin, and also by our weekly moderator, always here, Mankos NFT as well. How are you guys?
GM, doing well. I think, the beauty of waking up this early is the perspective you get and the fact that I get to do this with you guys. Because when you just reminded me of, as we're approaching the century mark, this is number 95. Oh my goodness.
Number 95.
This is insane, right? Like, I feel like I'm not only a seasoned veteran working with this wonderful team, but we've grown a lot. And there's so much things that we're going to be talking about that I think that are both relevant, that I think that are both impactful, but most importantly, I think we got some alpha. I mean, It's been kind of trickling, but we're just gonna keep dropping some more. And who better to do that with than our fellow counterpart, right? We got Mankos here.
We got everybody here. Something
Yeah,
to be
GM guys.
excited. Whoa, wait, I am muted.
Uh-oh. You
Oh,
gotta love
I'm
technical
muted.
difficulties. This is what happens when you do live streams. We gotta
You
work
guys, you
through
guys, you
it.
guys can hear me,
I
right?
can hear you, but I guess maybe people can't hear you for whatever
do you,
reason.
do, you, do you want me to check? Let me check.
Yeah, let's go do a little quick sound check and just make sure things are coming. We did this prior, but sometimes you get little hiccups around this time. But it's okay. We'll make that quick fix and we'll get right back to it. But that being said,
I can
you
hear you
sound great to
perfectly
me.
in Discord.
And you sound great to me, my friend.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly in Discord.
Okay. Got it. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of things to share. A lot of things was reviewed last week. But let's get right into our Delabs team alpha. So I know everybody is aware that we do finally have RAGNAROK LIBRE. Our social is up at RAGNAROK LIBRE on X. You could check it out there. You could check out also we've been having some content up there, kind of giving a preview of the different jobs that you could have. I know that we went over swordsman. We also went over thief jobs today. So there is a lot of that progression with your character, and there's a whole tree. So we're going to be sharing that info before we launch. I'm working on the wiki at the moment right now, and we're going to try to have that available in several different languages as well to prepare you guys for that. So yeah, just a lot of things to look forward to. And with that, we've also said, the whole, when we had Quinn and Wise here last week, we were discussing how the Ragnarok Libre launch is also tightly tied with TGE as well. And I know a lot of people are asking when TGE, TGE Q2, when. So you guys can save all those questions for next week because we're gonna have Quinn and Wise here, to give more details. But what we can tell you is that it is coming soon. It is coming soon. We appreciate all of your patience. Right now, me and Xiao can't really say exactly when, but we could say that it is soon, which is much closer than the last time when when we're trying to get road maps and everything. But I'm just telling you, it's right on the horizon, guys. And I think it's also evidenced by all this Ragnarok Libre content that we're getting out there, because we would have been getting all this stuff out there if TGE was not soon, right? So if it's not around the corner, I don't think that we would really be, having all of this content ready for you guys. So again, I know that saying soon is not specific enough, but we will have Quentin Wise back here next week, give more details, and you guys are free to ask them any question that you want. And evidenced by last week when we had them here, a lot of your questions were answered, right? So, yeah, just keep that aware. Kind of reading into, I know we have a lot of new people, joining our fam in the community with asking, when is Ragnarok available? Well, not yet, but soon. And we have El Nino in the house as well. I know that he did have a procedure done on his hand, but still here, still kicking it, still joining us here. We got, Suke, we got ZZ. Oh, will Ragnarok do a CBT? I'm not so sure about a CBT, but I think we will have, some early access going for our holders.
Yeah, I think that Wise mentioned this last week as well, right? That we were talking about having early release similar to what we've done before. And let's be realistic. When we hear these things and we share these things, I think it's very important to be very understanding that there's a lot of things that go behind the scene. We've been extremely transparent. Whenever you start to see us showing up and showing out in terms of access to the team, providing you information leading up to these things. It's really designed to be informational, be
Mhm.
transparent, but more importantly, be part of the community, right? You know, the biggest thing that I've always dealt with, obviously being a community manager along with you, Will, is that, we do things in ways that focus on development. We focus on deliverables and just giving value, right? We've done so much and had so much positive success with Boxing Stars, with the things that we've done every single week. And just to kind of allude to it, is I hope the community gets it and understands that, like, you can start feeling it, right? Like this should be a little bit more intuitive for everyone out in the audience and who's had a chance to listen to us and hear us. Yes. Does it sound repetitive? Yes. But at the same time, um, it's not designed to change anything other than give you value. But what you are starting to see is the same thing that we did with Boxing Stars in terms of information and the game releasing. A closed beta test would be ideal, except guess what? We're pushing things out faster than we could if we just did a closed beta test. This means that things are rolling around the corner. So when we say these things, hopefully the things that you get out of it is actually the impact of, like, actually things happening sooner than people expect. So like when the social media launches, when things are starting to build, when you're starting to see these things, focus less on the speculation and the hype of this, that, timing wise, and just lean into, like, hey, when can I get more information? Hey, we're releasing the social media. We're doing these different things. Follow along. We are very thoughtful in how we do this so that it's not overwhelming, right? Because let's be honest, right? If we really wanted to make things difficult and create a lot of hype and speculation, we should just drop it, right? We could just drop it, put everything live, launch it, be like TG's tomorrow, and it's not. Let's be clear, because Will kill me. But I'm just saying, if we did all these things in this way, is
Yeah,
that beneficial to anyone? I don't think so. So I just
I
want to
just
be
think
very thoughtful how we think about these things. What we want to do is help our community, help all of you to, like, really understand these things in a way I think that makes more sense. And more importantly, like, hey, instead of like pointing fingers and like having these like aggressive conversations, what I really would love to do is like, hey, what are you thinking about? What are you concerned with? How can we go into these things? And I think you'll start getting not only that from Will and I as you and our moderating team, but more importantly, you'll start seeing from like next week, where again, stay tuned. We're releasing more information to you next week with
David,
AMAs with Quinn.
no misinformation, David. We did not say TGE tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Not
I
tomorrow, guys.
specifically said if we did it, and it's not. People will do what they
Uh,
want, though. It's kind of funny. I
uh,
didn't see Will jump out of his seat, but I thought that was pretty funny.
uh, if only. If only. But yeah, I mean, we're being excited. Just to kind of recap what Wise was saying last week. I mean, we do. I mean, we're in talks with major exchanges, and we could just launch on, if it's for any random or any we could launch on any exchange, right? But we want to make sure to align the date where we could have the most momentum going in, and the biggest hype going around with the major exchanges. So, the team is working very, very hard. They're lining everything up, and they will be providing more information, snapshots of different updates to the white paper, further information to give more clarity, tokenomics, everything. So, yeah, I mean, once you start seeing all this information, we're getting there. The momentum is building, guys. So, I know patience is not always the easiest thing, but we appreciate you guys. We appreciate the questions. And Quinn and Wise are going to make themselves available to you guys as well. So, yeah, really looking forward to that next week. That's what we're going to do there. Now, I know that have, we did have an event on our Boxing Star X. And I think some people misunderstood what choosing another character was, because a lot of people asked, for Tyreek. But the thing is, Tyreek is already our main character, guys. So that makes no sense. So
I thought Mankos was our main character. Is he not? He seems like a character.
he's the main character in our heart. He's the main character in our hearts, as always. But I had to pick the second best, which was Jin. So Jin will be our next character up because our clan battle system is coming soon, guys. It's coming soon. So we need to make sure to level up 3 characters so that you can participate. So we have one. We have our main Tyreek. The second vote getter was Jin, actually. Jin was the second go getter. And those who voted for Jin are here: Sean Park, 1027, Shindong Heap? Hype? I don't know how to pronounce that. Benoit, Cat Plus, and Tommy POS1. So
To be
here
fair, if you don't know
we
how to
go.
pronounce it, I'm not sure if I do.
But
And
I don't
Mankos,
think this person. I don't think this person is
is him.
Korean though.
Fair
I
enough.
think they're Vietnamese.
I mean, but but
Yeah.
Mankos, definitely not the case.
It's my cousin's account.
Yes.
Cousin's account.
Mm-hmm.
So here we
I
go. Let's
knew
see
it.
who the winner is for the 2,000 gold, 500p tickets, and 30,000 coins in Boxing Star X. Let's see who the winner is.
Bum 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 bum.
It is Tommy POS1. Let me just make sure. Let me comment for the winner. Here we go. Tommy.
Congrats, Tommy. If you're
Congratulations.
I just saw a question in the chat that if we got like early access for holder, for it's gonna be for both kind of holder for Libra Pass and AP.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. So keep an eye out for it, and we will. And I know who Tommy POS is. This is Eternal Wealth. So Eternal Wealth, you are the winner. Sorry for interrupting. Congrats.
He doesn't mean it. We interrupt you at all times, Mankos. Just the way you love to give me a hard time.
We are still just starting.
It's family. It's family. It's a brotherhood.
Yes. So for those who are holding our assets, we do provide this sort of benefit for you guys. And there'll be some more in-game benefits as well for those who are holding both our Delabs Adventure Pass and for the Libre passes as well. Oh, Bub Cuddles is saying hello, long time no see. Hello, Bub Cuddles on Abstract. And if you want to gain your EXP on Abstract, make sure to go there. We are broadcasting this on X, Abstract,
Get your XP,
Twitter, and on Discord. So make sure to stack up on that. Make sure to stack up. So now going back into our let me get the I should actually change this to the top 100 grind. We are still constantly in the top 100, but we have not gotten into the top 50. But I do have Jin ready here. We gotta level him up. We gotta train him in the gym. We've got a lot of things to do. One thing that I will do with you guys is kind of have his Richie Banty, Jin won the vote. A lot of people voted wrong because Tyreek is already one of our mains. So we needed another main. I do like the uppercut, jab. Okay, let's go max. Let's go max and buy as much as I can. There we go. So let me equip. Here we go. Equip. And equip. And the highest stance. Let's go. Yes. I am here. I am strong. Eternal Wealth. One of our prominent Japanese community members. I have been training different characters in the gym. But I do need to kind of level him up. I have him ready as an uppercut build, because I definitely need more uppercut builds. So
Trying to get more stronger. Let's go.
So Manko, Xiao, what league are you guys in now? It's been a while.
Why don't we continue talking about Ragnarok? So since it's coming.
Wow. Wow, they're gonna wait. Richie Banty, I mean, everybody knew Tyreek was our first winner. I said a new winner. Let's get going. Let's continue. If you guys have any questions for us, please make sure to ask in our Discord, on X.
Let's go.
Just continuing to stack. Hey, Eternal Wealth, I have no idea what you wrote, but congratulations. Great to see you on Eternal Wealth.
Well, I mean, I was going to translate while you were working on building it out, just so I could.
No, I just recognize the name.
Well, my other joke was, who knows what that says, but it's posted.
That's true. We can always look it up.
Oh, I could find my mouse.
Oh, David is asking a great. I gotta see. Enzo is saying, what's the difference between Adventure Pass and Libre Pass? As I get this ready, Xiao, do you wanna kind of answer that in a very palatable way?
Yeah. So what we did initially is that we create what we call a Genesis Pass. This is the very first NFT that was created within the Delabs family, the Delabs ecosystem. This is the mother. So what that means is this is going to have the highest priority in terms of the value that's given, not only because is it within Delabs Games and Ragnarok, but it actually applies to RRS, it applies to Giga Chad Bat, it applies to Boxing Star, and so it will always be, and for all the future games, it will always be specific to Delabs as a whole. The Delabs Libre Pass is specific only to Ragnarok. So both will get benefits. Think of both of them being as kind of like the value center of where you will be able to get rewarded. You will be given more than what you would normally get while playing the game. And so a lot of times what we've seen is like battle passes, early access to specific NFTs. So this could be like skins. In the previous iteration with RS, it was a buggy or lawnmower that was specific, that was exclusive to NFT holders. And what this is essentially is, to make it more simple than that, is basically, in blockchain, we give you a token that gives you access and membership to Delabs Games. So anything that we do will be primarily given to the AP Pass first, which is, again, our Genesis Pass. And then our Libre Pass is specific to Ragnarok on its own. So that's kind of the hierarchy in terms of like mom and daughter, or father and son. This just gives you an idea of how this stuff plays out. So hopefully that answers your question. Just to be fair, look into announcements. Anytime we do any type of activation, we will make sure we provide all the technical details in terms of timing, in terms of schedule, in terms of value. This is what we did when we initially launched Boxing Stars, and the AP holders were very pleasantly surprised to get about $500 worth of items within the game, which again gave them a head up, right? And I think anytime you look at a game, early access, closed beta test, as well as, you know, be able to get $500 without having any additional cost, it's always a win. We're here to give the people who have been part of our community, who have been part of our tokens and our membership, you know, in a way to just give them as much value as possible within what we do. Again, ideally, this is not designed to be hype and speculative in terms of financial advice, but this is really a way for people to get early access like you would with any gaming ecosystem. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask more questions.
Yes. We also have David asking, when will clan mode season 0 end? Season 0 will just go straight into season 1. So it'll be combined with season 1. And at the end of season 1, that'll conclude both season 0 and 1 at the same time.
Which is what we've done in the past. So this makes perfect sense.
Yes.
But more importantly, it was yesterday. Just kidding. Again, the funny part is like when we have these conversations leading up to it, it's like bam, 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 right? It's like done. And then if we tell them, oh yeah, it's already done, they're like, what happened? I don't know what's going on. This is impossible. So guys, let's be practical about these things.
I have 2 mentions to make it. One is that we received our first tip on abstract from
Oh!
Look at that. Thank you. That's amazing.
That is amazing. I have no idea how to. I gotta come up with some animations or something for this stream.
No, dude, just press the Mancos button and just let him do the work.
Mancos button. Mancos, you figure it out. You get it done.
We need a shout dancing here when someone tip it.
When someone types shout and dance, okay.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I feel like it is a common theme, Will. If there can and where there will be a way for Mancos to deflect, it happens.
Always.
We have another question related
he's
to NFTs on chat.
Okay.
Here's the pivot again.
From Crypto Baby.
Crypto Baby. Shao,
yes.
Can you read the question and
of course.
answer it as I dodge
Absolutely.
GameFi?
So if I buy, from Crypto Baby, he basically asked, if I buy an AP pass now through OpenSea, will I still be eligible for future airdrops and other benefits? I'm a bit concerned that a snapshot may have already been taken. So Crypto Baby, this is actually a very reasonable question, and I appreciate you. It really shows you that you have a really solid understanding of how the space works. So appreciate that. And the fact that, no, you don't have to worry about anything now because we will not have done that and not have made an announcement. But to be fair, right? Well, no, you're totally good. If there was any issues, I think it's great to keep asking, right? The best part about Web3 is having access to people like myself and Will and Mancos so that we can actually answer these questions. But currently you'd be fine. However, what I would tell you is obviously, take advantage of the fact that, there's probably less speculation right now in terms of driving the prices up. So get it sooner than later, because if you do wait and let's say there's a huge sweep, right? When the word sweep means is that someone buys 5, 10, 15, 20 in the trading space, right? Whether it's NFTs or if it's called a wall. So make sure that if you are seeing things and you like the prices now, jump on them so that you can have the same benefits that we talked about that we've done in the past. So don't wait until you're like, oh, someone bought this and that, and then all of a sudden the price jumps up and you're like, oh no, I wish I did. So it's not financial advice, but what I will tell you instead is only spend money that you feel comfortable with and that you have and not jumping into something based off of, again, speculation. If you're comfortable with the prices, if you want to wait, you can, but just be mindful that if people decide to sweep and people decide to buy, that the price could instantly go up.
Follow-up question for Chessman King. Must the Libre Pass be staked before you allocate for it? There is no staking for Libre Passes. So
Correct.
just holding it in your wallet, making sure that it is connected, that EVM is connected to the Delabs mini app on Telegram or online. That will ensure that we do, take account for it. I know.
I thought he was playing Mancos. He's picking and choosing.
Hey.
No, it's just I can read certain things at certain times, and I already had this match won.
I'm just
you
guys are fun. Again, if you don't love 4 a.m. live streams, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
or if you're in Asia, it's just the afternoon. I do know that I do see. Oh, I want to run into Eternal Wealth again. I did pass over him. I know Eternal Wealth is watching, but Eternal Wealth's account is insane, guys. I will not be able to beat it, but I just want to show you if I run into it again. How my account will just get whooped by his account. Majorly.
So my now that I've had some time, and now that my computer's working, let's see what he said. What? I only copied one character. I copied the entire thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Translate.
I think it's gonna be really interesting what it's coming with Libra.
You'll love it. The one comment was he's just reposting the stream.
Oh,
that was
really?
the first thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let me just get the other one because technically there's two posts because he's posting actually on two different platforms. One on YouTube, right?
Ooh.
Comment, and then
on X.
from X. Yeah. And then the other one's just domo arigato, which is thank you.
Oh, okay. Domo arigato. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Such an old song.
But more importantly, did the Japanese ever listen to that song? And did they feel that it was cultural appropriation, or can we cancel people from back in 1985?
No, I think it'd probably be like, ooh, they're using Japanese.
I know. I just think it's so funny how things happen generationally, how we perceive things.
I remember when, because when I heard Gangnam Style for the first time, because Psy is a famous, artist in Korea. Didn't think that. I mean, I thought it was a popular song, and he had many popular songs. So I'd just be like, oh, it's gonna be a popular song in Korea. Never did I think that it would become a global phenomenon, and for it to be as big as it was, for it to be played in all arenas and everywhere, and people have no idea what it's about, like Gangnam Style. What does that mean? And the horse dance and everything. Like, even though they don't understand what he's saying, Koreans were just very proud that, hey, we're out there. And then globally, like, that was kind of a flash in the pan. I know he had a song with like Snoop Dogg and everything, but it just never reached that popularity again.
Yeah, but that was like world dominance, though. I think it's so interesting. It really put K-pop on the map without.
And then that opened the gates for BTS. So
BTS, Blackpink, yeah, it's a phenomenon. It's really taken over the Western.
The thing is like Big Bang and Blackpink, like they were trying so long, and for them it was gradual. But BTS, like actually the BTS, the label that they come from, like they were not big, compared to YG and Blackpink and Big Bang. But they just knew how to, really put themselves out there on social media. And that's where BTS really shined. And they became the global sensation that they are. And then that brought in the money to their label. So for them, the label didn't make them, they made the label. So Ooh, David is a
Right.
big member in our is a prominent. He is the lead dog in our clan, and he's saying kick people, kick some inactive people. Now,
Hey, why?
now the thing is for me, I have been considering that, David. I have been, but because I just had it open to everyone, kind of being the representative kind of clan where we're very open and inclusive. There are some people who are inactive, and just have this be a warning to you guys. By next week's broadcast, if you guys are not more active, probably we'll have to kick like 2 to 3 people. So,
Let me in.
ooh. El Nino is giving a book recommendation on Korean Cool, Conquering Through. Ooh,
Oh, the beer of Korean.
have to see. Yeah, but
His stomach is crying.
but also kind of a funny story about how especially I guess this goes back to Korea and Japan's because when it comes to Asian culture dominating the world, I mean, Japanese film, music, anime, especially, and their dominance in the horror genre as well. Like they're very well known, but it wasn't until like the turn of the century that that Korea kind of got their footing. But oddly enough, the person, again, this is the whole trivia thing, I guess, going back into media and everything. The person who kind of opened the door for Hollywood really having their premieres in Korea was Tom Cruise, actually. Because when it came to a lot of major film premieres, they were always done in Japan. And so Korean reporters would have to go to Japan to get whatever interviews that they can from the big Hollywood stars. And one of the Korean reporters, and this was for when Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt did the movie Interview with with a vampire. Shoot, I forget what the full title exactly was, but Interview with the Vampire. And a Korean reporter asked, Tom Cruise, when will you ever, have a premiere or kind of visit Korea, for the first time or something like that? And then all the Japanese reporters kind of laughed at that reporter, being like, why would Tom Cruise go to some backwater country to premiere his films? But Tom Cruise was actually like, hey, I promise you, I will make a trip to Korea. I will be there. And he kept that promise. And I forget, it might have been like a Mission Impossible film, or I forget what film it was. But he actually came to Korea. Korea made a big deal about it. And still to this day, he always has his premieres. Like, I know for Top Gun Maverick, for Mission Impossible, like he always keeps coming back. That kind of opened the door. And then Korea's fandom of Marvel also had Marvel having their premieres or having their films kind of open up earlier in Korea or like in East Asia before hits in the US at times. So and the thing is I think the reason why Marvel was very much why they usually have their premieres in Korea, not Japan, is actually Japan is the only country where I think for Avengers, it might have been the first Avengers film where they did not reach #1 in the box office, but it's because in Japan, Conan the Detective film was out, so that was #1 in the box office over, Marvel's Avenger movies. So,
Yeah, but I think to the point, right? You're spot on. It's about localized efforts, but the fact that it has the impact and the communication, that kind of help traverse and show the impact of these different territories, I think, just goes a long way to like how adoption works.
So that was pretty cool. Oh, I just saw Eternal Wealth and I just lost him. Hold on. Let me try to find him again.
Find him, and then
Ooh,
get pounded.
I gotta face this person first. But
You can do it.
oh, El Nino. So he did promote Interview with the Vampire in Korea also. That's pretty cool.
Even longer ago.
Yeah.
Mankos would be like, what's that? It didn't exist before I was born.
Interview with the Vampire also had Kirsten Dunst as I think it was one of her first roles as a teenager. So Kirsten Dunst, the first Mary Jane of the Spider-Man, the Sony Spider-Man film. So
Defense. I feel like I'm watching a sports soccer match.
Samurai movie. Tom Cruise went to Japan. This says Bad Cuddies on Abstract.
ooh. Oh yeah, he did. I mean, not to say that he doesn't go to Japan anymore, but he does. I mean, you know, if you have the movie The Last Samurai and if you don't have like a premiere in Japan, like that would be a dumb thing to do.
Well, I mean, even today's standards, right? Like it's changed so much where they have multiple, right? Like Asia, Europe, Middle East, Africa, North America, even Canada. They'll have Canadian premieres.
Yes. So
Cannes is obviously a big one.
Cannes.
Comic-Con.
No, I mean, Korea film has come a long way. I mean, winning Best Picture with Parasite and all those sorts of things. Also,
So
Japanese like television, or Japanese culture, like Shogun, winning all the Emmys that it did.
What's crazy though, by the way, is how like The Bachelor is like super popular. There's all these different like reality TV, but if you actually go back in time, Japan and Korea, they were doing live television game shows, like celebrity games and just conversation, like these variety shows that were so dominant kind of like in the 80s and 90s. Asia kind of took that to another level in the 90s to the 2000s, where it was comedy, where it was like, combining culture and like reality. It's just so interesting to see how all that stuff came later and actually the Western influence.
I mean, I think there's a lot of, I think a lot of Korean television has been very much influenced by a lot of Japanese variety shows, but I also think Korea has also taken it in different directions.
Oh, without a doubt. K-dramas as well as movies is definitely significant. And it's crazy because it's great with suspense, right? Even if you take things like some of the other ones in the series, like obviously, can I think of the one with the people volunteering and then games? What am I thinking? This is what happens.
You're thinking of Hunger Games?
Not Hunger Games. What's the one that people like, the girls like, if they're playing a game of tag or not tag, like green, red light. It just had the second series anyways.
Oh, you mean Squid Games?
Squid Games. See, there you go.
I was thinking of because for me, like when I first saw I never watched any of the Hunger Games, but when I saw the premise for it, I'm like, why is this kind of like oh shoot, what's a Japanese film? It's a Japanese film where all the students are like they're like killing each other. I forget what that film was. Oh, Battle Royale. I was like, this is just straight up Battle Royale, isn't it? But yeah.
Well, let's go back. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of this stuff is actually produced and influenced by books, right? And so it's a series of books, the same way Harry Potter became large. Now, can I give you something though, Will? Just because you are the guru of popular culture, prefacing all of this before Japan and Korea, there's a whole movement that was created even from the 60s and 70s, from Hong Kong cinema, right? So kung fu films, right? Bruce Lee to Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and then just Hong Kong cinema as a whole, right? Back in the day when they were looking at Asian, popularity, There's a guy named John Woo, and obviously Raymond Chow, which is Chow Yun-fat. And they definitely changed and revolutionized the way people looked at film to just be like with the doves and suspense. Even, when you look at The Departed, that was actually a movie that was,
Infernal
yeah,
Affairs.
from Internal Affairs. So there's a lot of different things that I think the Eastern world has helped positively influence popular culture, music, and cinema. That I think that each one of them played a significant part in terms of impact, in terms of cultural development, and even overlap. Right? I think that's the best thing about all of these things is it just helps people understand and see so much perspective of how another culture lives, another country lives, and how it actually kind of proliferates itself throughout other cultures, which I think is a great thing because it just shows people like the humanity of things, and that regardless of language, regardless of history, that things just make sense.
I mean, Hong Kong cinema and what it's done, it is pretty insane. I mean, my dad, when he moved to the States in the 70s, he was very much influenced. He had the Bruce Lee haircut back in the day, and just seeing the impact of Bruce Lee and minorities being, in the lead roles and such in the US, like that was something huge. So the effect that had, I mean, that's why even still in the States, people are like, oh, if it's an Asian dude and all of a sudden he just kind of gets into a stance, they're like, what is he gonna do? Everybody expects everybody to be like Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, but just that influence that has had, I mean, that is amazing. Because it has always been that, because in Asian culture, East Asian culture, that whole respect and not wanting to be loud or to be nonconformist, that's very much against traditional Asian culture, and a lot of people in the West might have viewed that as weakness. But I don't know what Bruce Lee did, especially during that time, and especially what my dad was facing in the States at that time. He was like, yeah, that was very much an influence on him. To just have that sort of pride and everything. But yeah, Asian culture has had a big impact. Of course, everything. The U.S. always has a whole bunch of impact. Everything that's trendy in the States is trendy everywhere. A lot
I
of
don't know.
music.
They were really late to Labubu, and now you
Labubu.
can't find them anywhere.
Labubu
Sold
trend is
out.
insane. It's just taken over. But I heard that it has its root in like kind of like some like Swedish or like European like goblins or something. Like I don't know. Like it has that influence of these troublemaking little goblin things or whatever. But
El Niño says one of the things I love about Asian cinema is how much food is involved.
I think food is involved in everything, all film. Any film you see like Ocean's 11 series, you always see Brad Pitt eating something. You see Han in Fast and the Furious always eating something. But I love food. Food. I love Asian food is amazing. I think Asian food everywhere, even with the how different it is, but still how amazing it all is. I mean, even in China, it's like different sections of Chinese cuisine. Even in Korea, very different from city to city. I always hear Japan very different from where you go.
Oh yeah, it's very localized. Very localized.
Okinawa.
Kyoto, Osaka, Tokyo. Although I did just watch, I introduced my wife to, I think it was called Tastefully Yours.
Mhm.
That was a great film about like Korean food, culture, and then just kind of like difference between like, you know, I don't know. All I know is it made me really hungry.
Oh, Crypto Baby is like, anybody got tips for reading the direction of the cat? Cat Mega Punch? Nope. I'm just like, right or left, 50%.
Yeah. 50-50 chance.
50-50. That's all I got. Decipher with the gremlins. Oh, back in our day, what is it? Xiao, you remember Furbies, right?
Yes, sir.
How big Furbies were.
It was like Tamagotchi. You'd have these animals that you had to take care of. You had to feed. You had to babysit. You had to like make sure you kept it alive.
Oh my goodness, David's like free Labubu's for AV holders. That would be a great collab to have with Labubu. But that made Pop Mart so much money, man. Like it's made a billionaire out of the CEO. So Pop Mart.
Maybe that's a question we need to do for
bring up to Quinn and Wise. Can we do a Labubu collab
for next week?
For next week. Hey, that is something.
Yeah, we're partnering. Yeah, we're partnering with Labubu, and then just launch it into Ragnarok, and it'll just be a great time. Again, just kidding, guys. I swear.
I just clip it. Let's share it.
Manko already full sent it. He created hashtag Labubu Delabs token.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
No, I love instant question. When the Delabs merge?
When's Delabs merch? Well, I would like to know too, guys. I would love to know too. Soon. Oh, yeah, a lot of things upcoming too. I mean, guys, we're already in June. KBW will be happening in a couple of months. A lot of big events. A lot of big... Oh, Instamac. That's cute.
Oh.
What did Instamac do? Trying to write back to people.
Delabs.
What is it? How about today? I will give Mankos, please do the honors of today's code right after I knock out Alien Pluto. Hold on.
Ooh, let's do it. Do it.
Let me dodge. Here we go. Okay. And are you ready, Mankos?
Yo, guys, today's code is your favorite word? Soon.
Soon, guys. This is for 10,000 coins and 5 epic stock parts for gloves and 5 epic stock parts for protective gear. So please.
I felt trolled, by the way. I feel a little trolled.
Why?
The code.
The
code trolls me. Soon.
Always soon.
Very a little tongue in cheek, a little on the nose. Keeps us honest, though. Keeps us honest. If you can't laugh at the reality of humor, how it unfolds, what are we doing?
What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? So, yes, the special code for today is soon. Yes, please go to the link for the coupons, and you guys will be able to enter it. We all need the coins, guys. We all need the coins. I need coins. I keep trying to upgrade my gear. It's eating up all my coins. But again, guys, remember, next week we are going to have Wise and Quinn on. I know you guys loved seeing them and how they were able to answer a lot of your questions, give more clarity, provide some more alpha, and they'll be back for more next week. And make sure to save your questions for them. and share. Whenever you get the notice up, get the announcement up, please make sure to share that. We had a big turnout last week. I think we have a good turnout today too, but I always know that whenever they're here, I know the turnout is a lot more. So I kind of expect that for next week as well.
Mhm.
I wonder if I am going to run into Eternal Wealth again. But if not this time, I'll run to him next week. ZZ, I know your account will kill me. David's account would kill me. Richie Banty's account would kill me. They killed me many, many times.
Mango's account is.
Mancos, I haven't even seen your account. I'm trying to see. I know Eternal Wealth sometimes attacks me. But let's see. What is our ranking right now? Ooh, we're at 32. Let's see if we can maintain that. Okay. Will I run into Eternal Wealth? Oh, this is Moda. Moda is just insane. Come on, Eternal Wealth. Where are you? Oh, too strong. Can't do this one. Snow. Kairu season. I think I'll be able to do 2 more matches during this session. We got Jin, and I think we're gonna probably need another character next week, guys. So I might have another one to get us ready for clan battles. Again, clan battles is where it's gonna be more like clan conquest, where you go to gym, you conquer them, you occupy them. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yes, the game is live. We have a comment on an option. You can check it here.
Well, the game Boxing Star X is live. Ragnarok is not live yet. Ragnarok is not live yet.
No, we'll be
But we
coming
do
very
have the
soon.
links. We'll be coming
Although,
soon.
yeah. You can point to the different links that we have within the abstract chat. Right now, it's mainly focused, obviously, on Boxing Star.
Yeah, Boxing Star is live. If you want to play, you can click on the description. You're gonna see the links online and Telegram.
Got him. Richie Banty, did you just fight against me? I don't know if he fought against me. Ooh. I would do this. Oh. Okay, so I guess Eternal. I guess Richie Banty did. I'll rematch after this match, and I'll get my butt whooped. On average, how much money does each account in the top 50? I have no idea. I don't have those numbers. I'm assuming it would be a decent amount. I mean, in this account alone, I think we probably spent about $500 worth of Kaya. For the current account, I think that's kind of the counter that's going at the moment. Ooh, Decipher is going to raffle out some coupon codes for those who have been being active in our Discord chats. So Okay, I think I can rematch against Richie Banty. Let's see. Oh no, Richie Banty didn't. I don't see Richie Banty. But I am also out. Well, let's see. After today, I am ranked 29th. I do see Sean. Who's Rocket? Oh, Sean, 1027. Right there. I am slowly climbing, guys. Let's see if I can get into top 50. Eternal Wealth. Okay, look at Eternal Wealth. Transcendent, 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 Transcendent. Maybe. Maybe. But it's going to be hard. His uppercuts are going to be insanely fast. So, yes, please open up those tickets. Please come on in. And I think that's all the time that we do have for today. Again, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, the Shaolin and Mankos, for joining us at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning right now. Thank you to everybody who has joined us. We love hanging out with you guys. I can't wait until maybe soon, maybe before, a little bit before we launch, I could have a bit of, give you guys some sneak peek gameplay of Ragnarok Libre as well. And that'd be fun to play with you guys, to show you guys how the game kind of looks. Yeah, I think that is it for today. Remember, next week, same time, same place, here at all the channels that you see right now, we will be on with Quinn and Wise next week. Our director of strategy, Quinn, and our director of marketing, Wise, will be on to answer all your questions. It'll be like a town hall meeting. It'll be a hangout. If you guys joined us for our last week's live stream, you guys know what the flow kind of was. And it'll be a similar thing next week as well. So I know that we'll probably have a bigger turnout, and we will also have a post where you could post your questions so that it'll make sure that we kind of answer those questions. And then whatever questions we didn't answer or that wasn't covered in that section, we will leave that open for you guys in the chat. So, and thank you guys for joining us. We hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much, Xiao. Thank you so much, Mankos. Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye, guys. Have a nice week.
Bye, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Stay tuned. We have more coming for you. Our next AMA will definitely have you more alpha. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.